Welcome to Advancement Insight, and today we're going to talk about getting things done for success. So we've already kind of highlighted the getting things done model. This model was created by David Allen. He wrote a fantastic book on getting things done. If you want, check out the comments down below for a link to pick up the book. His model is fantastic. I implement it, I use it every day. It's very, very effective. The 5 major steps that he discusses when it comes to getting things done is to capture, then it's to process, organize, review, and then engage, or as I like to say, take action. Today we're going to discuss capture. So capturing your to-do list for success. So, what do you need to capture? Well, according to David Allen, everything. Everything. And when he says everything, he means everything. So think about your goals, because we're going to be focusing on how to get things done for success, but really you've got to get out all your daily nuances as well in order to be successful. So when you are going to capture your to-do list, you got to think about the medium you're going to use. Where are you going to put this information? Well, there's multiple options, and you can use a mix and match of the variety here. One of the classic and old school ways would be pen and paper. Just write down. Matter of fact, when I first started this, that's exactly what I did. I took some post-it notes, and I started off writing some of the to-dos, and then I realized I had a lot more to-dos than I realized, so I went to like this little memo pad, and then I was just writing, and every page was a to-do. Every page was a to-do. Nowadays, you have Google or Apple or any calendar that you prefer. You even have email. You can send yourself an email and just maybe make a huge list. I mean, the goal is write down everything that you're thinking about to do. You may not think you have much, but this is kind of how the process may go. So think about health and fitness. Like, okay, for tomorrow, something I know I need to do, meal prep. And as you're writing down your meal preps for tomorrow, and you start writing it down, and you're like, I need to write down for deli. Let's go and get some turkey meat. Oh, I need turkey meat. Okay, so I need to go shopping. Okay, that now became 2 to-do items, right? Or a list. Then the next thing is like, wait, I got to go shopping for more than just that. I know I'm going to be out of milk. So now you got to create a shopping list. And this is how your mind works. This is where it starts building up all your things that you have to do, and then you're so concerned with these to-dos that you start, again, to worry about it. So write down everything. I mean, as it comes to mind, just write it down until you're blank, until you can't figure it out. So like that's an example for like health and fitness. And like when you're thinking like your career or your work, like, oh, I've got to email this person. Oh, and I also should follow up and call, and all these things that you think about for work, write it all down, right? Maybe it's get gas in the morning, something that simple. Write it down, every little detail. And then maybe for like finances, you're like, okay, I need to, balance my checkbook, or, I need to make this payment. I don't want to forget about this payment, or I need to call this place and find out why I got charged this. And you write all of this down, and including your reoccurring things. So like, I got to make sure I pay Netflix. Well, write that down and make maybe a little note that it's reoccurring, okay? And there's a reason for this. And we're going to go over all of the steps and how they work together. But your first major step is capturing. I mean, it doesn't matter how you do it. You just have to capture it. And when you're picking your method of writing this stuff down or typing this out, you need to pick something, as what he states, is a low barrier to entry. Meaning, if it's such a pain in the butt and you choose this really big, like awesome app to do this on, but it takes you forever to swipe on your phone or to type on your phone, well, then now you really just generated a to-do list of what to do, right? Like, I'll add it to my list later. So you just generated what I like to call the meeting to have a meeting. Like, you had a meeting to get people together to talk about your future meeting. That was useless. So don't do that. So again, low barrier to entry. Worst case scenario, get a pen and paper, start. I mean, just write. Little sheets, rip it out, and then you're going to create a pile of this, okay? This is step 1. Capture it all. Personally, what I started doing was the paper, and then I realized my stat got pretty high. So then I just created emails and just sent a whole bunch of emails to myself just to get started. And again, use any tool you want. Evernote, You can use, again, the calendar if you really want to put in a calendar for like a reminders, Google Home, to have it do the work for you. But step one, capture everything that you can think about. And that's what you need to do like today. Just start writing it all down. Think of everything, okay? Then the next step is going to be process. And that's what we'll cover next, okay? So with capturing, record everything, all right? So take that insight and charge into action.